Hello viewers and welcome to my new video. This video I will use to show you how I actually write a song from start to finish, and I hope that this will become a bit of an instructional type of a video so that you can learn actually how I do it, and through that hopefully that will help and enable you to write your own songs, or perhaps sort of master an art of songwriting for yourselves. So actually the inspiration for this video has come from one of my subscribers with a mysterious name of XX. Okay, so really this video is a response to that request. Can I show how I actually write a song and how that's actually done. So before I begin to actually play anything whatsoever, I just wanted to explain that quite a lot of songs that I have actually written, I've done it in a way that these ideas actually came to my head, So actually I get these moments of inspiration where I basically just hear something in my head, like a bit of a melody or that kind of thing, and it just sort of pops up. And what I tend to do at that time is to kind of sing it out, just to kind of express it with my voice. Originally, initially as a melody. And sometimes I also get ideas like a beat, it doesn't just have to be a melody, Sometimes I get a bit of an idea for a bass line. Sometimes I get an idea for a guitar riff. Sometimes I get an idea for a beat, just a drum beat. And then what I will do is I will get my phone quickly and then just record it on the voice recorder on my phone, so that I don't lose it, I don't forget it. Because to be honest, it's happened to me previously on quite a few occasions where I thought, oh yeah, I will definitely remember this tomorrow or whenever, but actually all these ideas you always have to make sure that you record them, because more often than not they will escape from your mind, and you will not be able to recall them. Okay, so as soon as they appear, make sure you've got something at hand, your phone or whatever that might be, and then make sure that you actually record these things. Okay, so this is how a lot of ideas come to me. And obviously that's kind of a difficult thing to explain, actually tell you, how do you do that? Well, I don't know, somehow, I download these ideas from somewhere, but it's kind of it's not explainable easily, to another person, how they could actually do that. However, I also have a different technique of how I actually write songs, and this is what I would like to show you in this video today. So effectively, what I've sort of planned for this video is that I'm just going to try and write a song from scratch, completely from scratch, in today's video, and just do a video like this, So I've not got anything pre-planned. I've not actually thought about anything, any chord progression, nothing like this. And actually, what I'm gonna say to you, what I actually do a lot of the time, other than getting these ideas, in my head, like I said before, I pick up my guitar, sometimes to practice, sometimes just to kind of mess about a little bit with it, but quite often when I do that, I also get ideas. I get ideas for songs, I get ideas for riffs. I just start playing around on the guitar neck, and then I find something like a motif that is really kind of interesting to me, and then I will just carry on working through that and expand, different variations of that thing, then adding things one by one to it, so that it can kind of become a bit of a song structure, really. So that's mainly how I write songs. I used to, sometimes I still do to a degree now, is that I would write lyrics first, and then sort of try and write music around that. But actually more often than not these days, I I just write music first, and then I add lyrics if I feel that that particular song requires any vocals, because I also write instrumental songs from time to time, and just leave them like that, you know. Okay, so that's the explanation, and let's try and actually do something here now. So as I said, I've not planned anything, so I really hope that this will actually, I can pull this off. You know, in whilst filming this actual video. All right, so let me just kind of see if I can come up with anything. And today I actually fancy doing something a bit heavier, you know, maybe like a heavy metal kind of riff, although, or a rock riff. I don't know, but I've got my guitar on a through a distorted channel, so I'm gonna just try and do that. So let's see what I can kind of come up with. Okay, so something is appearing. You know, so I was kind of thinking about that kind of like old school kind of heavy metal vibe, you know. So this is probably why I'm kind of, you know, using this kind of palm muting and trying, but and effectively, you know, again, I just need to say this. I'm not really normally. I don't really. I'm not that sort of hung up on theory. I don't really think like, oh, this chord will go with that chord or whatever, you know, and just kind of try and experiment and see sort of what comes out of this, you know, really. So more often than not, I just use my hearing really, and just kind of decide what sounds good, what doesn't sound good. So let's just carry on working through on that riff. So basically you get that. So yeah, there we go. That is the riff that I've just kind of come up with. So we've got that first part of it, and we can try and expand it into something else. So let's see if I can come up like that. I will carry on playing through that, and then I will just see if I can go somewhere else with it really, yeah? That's another version, possible version. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, let's see if we can figure out the chorus to that then. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's our sort of riff connection. Okay, it might not, it might not be kind of the most sort of exciting, riff progression on this particular chorus or whatever, but it works, and for the purpose of this exercise and this video today, I think that will do. Okay. So the second thing I'm going to do now is set a bit of a tempo for this song. So let's see if I can set up a tempo, so then we can have it actually in a specific tempo. And then after that, what I'm gonna do, and this is what I do these days, which really helps me, is I use EZdrummer 2, and effectively I will try and find a beat that fits this particular riff, and then hopefully I can record guitar on 2 separate channels, so I have 2 tracks effectively, and then I will record a bass to it as well. Okay, so let's have a go at that. Okay, so I've set up the tempo as 140 BPM, and what I'm gonna do now is I've also set the EZdrummer. I've found 2 different beats. One for the verse and one for the chorus, right? So if you want to actually understand how I do this, I've got another video, so I will leave the link in the description underneath the video that I've done on actually how to use the EZdrummer and how to search for various beats and how to create an actual beat for your song. So check that one out. And what I'm gonna do, but effectively, is play along, play the guitar riff. And then I will basically next thing is I will record the guitars twice for both channels. for the mix, and then I'm gonna switch to the bass, and then I will show you how I develop a bass line for a song. Okay, here we go. Alright, so now I've got the guitars recorded. It's time for the bass. Alright, so normally what I would do is I would listen to, you know, the guitar riff, and then I would sort of try and figure out the notes. So I actually know that this the first note that I start this sort of tracking is an A note, so I could either play it on the 5th fret of the E string here, or I could play it open A string and start it that way, you know. So because it's metal, it's kind of like a heavy metal riff, using a pick, so I'm gonna play that with a pick and just see what I can figure out. Yeah, so firstly I've got that, so I'm just gonna try and listen and then figure something out here, you know. I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to go ahead now and record this bass with the guitar tracks. So yeah, that is how I do it, and I really hope that this video will be a great help to people who are struggling with songwriting. And you know, the most important points to take from today's video is, you know, try and take an instrument, whichever instrument it is that you're using. So whether it's a guitar, a keyboard, a bass, try and find some interesting notes or chords or chord progression first and foremost, and you know, following that, like I say, I use Easy Drummer personally when working on my own at home, you know, to put some drum beats together, you know, to accompany whatever I do on the guitar, on the bass, or on the bass. Then take another instrument if you record something extra to it, you know, and basically build on that. And hopefully you will find that the more you practice, the easier it becomes, and basically, you know, it becomes like a second nature for you, just like it is for me. So thank you very much for watching today's video. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me grow and develop it and sort of put it out to more people. And I'll see you in my next video.